Hi everyone, Roxanne Sasha here. Thank you for tuning in to my second video. I hope you enjoyed the first. If you did, please like, comment and subscribe. So today I thought that I would come and I would talk about feeling inadequate and comparing your life. So firstly, I have to put this out there that I feel that we all have a life to live. We all have a purpose. We all have talents. We all have gifts. God has blessed every single person walking on this earth with abilities, as I've just said, talents, gifts. So it's up to you what you do with these talents and with these gifts. Don't just sit on them. If you can sing, go out there and sing. Your singing may touch someone. Your singing may prevent somebody from doing something detrimental. There are so many ways that your gifts can help other people. One of my gifts is basically writing. Although I may not be like the most chatty person, if you probably haven't noticed from my demeanor, but I'm an introvert, so I'm not loud and I'm not overly out there. I prefer to just be chill, like how I am, just be an introvert. But using my writing, that's how I reach other people with, different talents that I have, my creativity. I've used it to make workbooks that will help you to reflect on yourself, that will help you to feel more positive about yourself and about your life. So when you look at other people and you're saying, oh, I wish I was like her, or oh, I really wish I had her figure, do you know that you're insulting God? You're literally insulting God's handiwork. You are one of God's masterpieces, and He did not create you for you to sit there wanting to be like someone else or wanting to have what other people have. Do you know what she's gone through to get what she has? Perhaps you don't. So when you're looking at other people as well, remember that you may not know their story. Sometimes you may feel like she's being blessed and you're not being blessed. But maybe she's had to walk through the fire before she was blessed. Maybe there was lessons for her to learn before she got blessed. So please do not look at other people and feel jealous about them. Do not look at them and feel like they don't deserve what they have, because you don't know their story. Half of the time we sit here and we are envious of other people when God has given us these gifts, these talents, these skills for us to utilize them to also help us, as well as helping other people, but help us to have a better life. It's up to you what you do with this time that God has given you. I can sit here and if I wanted to, I could let my situation destroy me, but instead I use my situation to help other people, because I know at the end of the day, this isn't about bringing publicity or fame to myself. I do this because I genuinely have the heart to help other people. That is another one of my callings, to help others. So that's why I do it. I don't need to do anything that I'm doing to get praise, because I'm very confident being myself. I'm confident with who God has made me. But I do this because I know that some of the things I have gone through, there are people out there who have been through what I've gone through. If I can touch just one person per week, per day, whatever, then I'm happy. If my message can get to 10 people, then I'm even happier. I'm here to spread the word. I'm here to tell you that you don't need to feel inadequate. God has given you your shoes to walk in, so walk in your shoes. You don't need to walk in Susan's shoes or Jane's shoes. Walk in your shoes and feel comfortable about walking in your shoes, because we're all different sizes. We all have different stories. You don't need to want to emulate someone else. You don't need to want to be someone else. Just be yourself. Be who God has created you to be. A lot of times, independent mothers, we may choose to settle for less because we feel like, okay, we're not going to get a man, or, this opportunity is going to pass us by. I'm so sorry, but don't feel like that. Do not sit down there feeling like, God isn't going to bless you again. Listen, let me tell you something about God. God does not ever take things away without giving you something back. Whatever God has taken away from you, believe that He has taken it away from you for a reason. And when He replaces it, you're going to know about it, because God has this amazing way of taking something away from you, and you will tell yourself, why did He do that? This was for me. This was really for me. Well, no, it wasn't. God will replace every single thing that you have lost. And when He does that, You're going to be so blessed. You're going to know why he took away what he took away from you originally. And you're going to be so thankful and so grateful for him for taking away what he took away from you. If you go to a job interview and they say to you at the end or a few weeks later, I'm so sorry, you didn't qualify for the job, rebuke that, because it's not that you didn't qualify for the job. You're overqualified for the job, and God has something better for you. Anything that is for you in this life will never pass you by. What is not for you will always pass you by, because that is how God works. He doesn't like his children to settle. God did not create us to settle. God created us to achieve. We're overcomers. He created us to climb mountains, to defeat all obstacles in our lives. He didn't create us to sit here and be defeated. He did not create us to let the devil or the enemy, whatever you want to refer to him as, he didn't create you to have the enemy walk all over your life. Anything that is going wrong in your life right now, it's not going to last. Don't feel in your situation that that is the end for you. It's not the end for you. It's just the beginning for you. So yes, my encouragement, as stated before, is to make sure that you're comfortable with your life. If you don't feel comfortable with your life, if you don't feel happy about your life, then ask yourself why. Ask yourself, what are you not doing that you want to do? Set goals and work hard to achieve your goals. You don't have to just sit here day in, day out. Don't let your situation consume you. Do not sit and turn into a bitter, jealous, envious, negative person. You are called to be the light. So that is what God wants you to be. Be the light. Don't let anything or anyone tell you that you cannot be something, because you can. Anyone in your life who is there for you, to support you, that's great. Keep them around you. Anyone in your life who is making you feel inadequate, who is making you feel like you need to be like someone else, get rid of them. You don't even need to explain. You don't even need to argue. Just literally cut them off. I have this ability of just, if someone chooses to behave a certain way towards me, I don't have time to argue. I'm a mother. Like, I don't have time for negativity. I don't have time for arguments. I will literally just say bye, and that's it. You know, I'm not here for that. I'm here. I mean, we've all got, my mum always says that we've all got a certain amount of words to say, and then, you know, that's it. Like, God gives everybody a certain amount of words to say, something like that. I'll ask her later. But yeah, she says something along those lines, basically meaning that we're all given a certain amount of days on this earth, and once our time is up, our time is up. Don't use the time that God has given you to sit down there worrying about other people, thinking about what other people have, being envious, being jealous, being inadequate or feeling inadequate, because you're not created to feel. I can sit here and I can tell you all of these things, but ultimately it's up to you what you want to do with it. It's ultimately up to you how you want to live your life. So live a life that one day when your children are old enough to tell you, Mum, I'm so proud of you. Live that. God is not the author of confusion. So if there's anything in your life that you're confused about, I encourage you today to pray about it and don't act until God gives you a clear answer. Often we leap instead of asking God, when no, we really need to gain clarity before we do anything. That is one important thing that I want you to take from this, along with the rest of what I've said. I also want you to know that you don't have to settle. As I stated before, anything that God has taken from your life, he is going to replace with better. Stop watching your biological clock and stop thinking, oh, the clock's ticking, or oh, I'm never going to get married. Listen, your words have so much power. Anything that comes out of your mouth has power. God has given us the power to speak life or to speak death. If you speak death over your life, I'm never going to get married, then what do you think is going to happen? When you speak positively over your life, you'll start to see positive things happening. You'll start to feel positive. So I read something the other day about, you know, if you want to see where your future is leading you, look at the decisions that you're making today. And although it's different to what I'm saying about speaking life, in a way it joins, because if you want to be somewhere tomorrow, if you say, next week I want to learn to pass my driving test, but you're sitting here not doing anything building up to it. You're sitting here being negative. Oh, I think I'm going to fail. Then it's most likely that you are going to fail. You need to speak life over yourself. You need to speak life over your children. Certain things, the way in which you're talking to other people, the way in which you're dealing with situations. I have a little visitor. The way in which you're dealing with situations, they're watching you. They're watching everything. Children are like sponges. They absorb every single thing that you do. So please, please, please make sure that you are setting the right example to them, because you are their foundation. You are their mother, and everything that they are learning today is coming from you. You're the first teacher that they're going to have, and you're the last teacher that they're going to have. They can go to school, they can learn from teachers, but at the end of the day, they're coming home to you. They're spending a lot of their time with you. So please keep that in mind. I hope that you're encouraged by this message. I hope you take something away from it. Please let me know your comments, your thoughts, and if there's anything else you would like me to cover. Take care.